Hello, welcome to this episode of the course How to Sell on WhatsApp. So, in this episode of the course, we are going to be talking about closing sales, having a customer pay you, agreeing to pay, and making the payment. So, before we dive right into the course, it is very, very important that we define what closing in sales mean. According to Wikipedia, closing is a sales term which refers to the process of making a sale. You are in business to make sales. The sales that keeps your business alive. That's the simple truth you should accept. In sales, it is used more generally to mean achievement of the desired goal or the desired outcome. The reason why you are in business is to make sales. That's the reason why you are in business. You want to make sales, you want to achieve your desired outcome. So in sales, everyone wants to be at an advantage. And since you do business on WhatsApp, you need to understand this because the quality and quantity of your sales depend on your ability to make your client irresistible offer and give them the advantage. Let me break this down. When you sell something, you do not want to lose money. When somebody buys something from you, the person does not want to buy on the high price. The buyer wants to have the best deal possible, and you as a seller, you also want to have the best deal possible. So I said the quality and quantity of your sales depend on your ability to make your client irresistible offer and give them the advantage. So when any of your customer perceive that they have the advantage, perceive that you are making them an irresistible offer, then you will have quality and a very good quantity of sales. I believe that should be easy enough for us to understand. During the buying and selling process, all parties, buyer and seller, wants to have the upper hand and have the negotiating advantage. Ordinarily, in this part of the world, if you say something is 10,000, I'm going to use my Igbo guys as an example. They are very, very good at marketing. If they tell you that this product is worth 15,000, automatically they know you're still going to beat the price down. So they would have a certain price in their mind. Okay, maybe they will eventually want to sell the product for 5,000. So they might tell you it's 15,000. At the end of the day, by the time you price down, once you reach 5,000, they will never go below 5,000. Meaning they want to be at an advantage. They do not want to run at a loss. So the buyer as well would also have it in mind that I don't want to spend more than 3,000 on this product. So if you cannot go lower than 5,000, the buyer would move on. So both parties want to have an advantage. In sales, you can sell the same product to different persons at different prices, and this is down to closing. Oftentimes, some people are not good at closing, while some are good at closing. Some people can so price, especially women, I'm sorry to say, and some men too, they are good at pricing. If you say something is priced at 1,000, some people will tell you, can I pay 100 naira? Like, they are so good, even though it can be irritating for the seller, but it is, since the price is not fixed on it, they are allowed to price. So everybody wants to have that advantage. But you being a seller, the knowledge I'm going to share with you here would teach you how you can position yourself and make your prospective customer feel like they have the advantage, whereas you have the upper hand. How to maximize your advantage during sales. The first and most important way to maximize your advantage, I said, during sales is to offer quality product or services. Before you even think of, I want to make profits, I want to do this, I want to do that, be sure that what you are offering is of good quality. And I need you to ask yourself this question: would you be proud enough to tell people these are your products and services? If somebody come across this and they are like, Oyenike Digital Media Group, did you prepare this course? If it is something I will be bold and proud enough, then that means I'm offering something that is of high quality. Automatically that gives you an edge in the sales process. Once your product and services is something you can be proud about, you have the edge in the sales process. Moving forward, the second way to maximize your advantage after being sure of the quality of your product is to make your customer an irresistible offer. An offer they will feel so stupid enough not to take. With your irresistible offer, you want your customer to feel like the offer is a steal. You want them to you want to make the offer so juicy that they will feel in their hearts that I'm cheating this guy. I don't know, some people might not even feel that way, but most times if somebody tells you, okay, this product is priced for 15,000 and eventually you got it for 5,000, but originally the person wants to sell at 5,000, or the person wants to sell at 5,000 and you ended up paying 7,000, in your mind you'll be like, wow, I negotiated well, because you have the money already. The person said 15,000, you eventually ended up paying 7,000. In your mind you feel like, wow, I have the upper hand, not knowing that actually the seller eventually has the upper hand. The third way to maximize your advantage is to build relationships while closing. And I said this, if you want a one-time sale or patronage, do not pay attention to quality products and relationship when you close sales. You can talk anyhow to clients, you can address them anyhow. That is if you want just one sale, you just want the person to patronize you once. But if you want recurring sales, patronage and referrals, then care more about quality products, services, and choose to build relationship in closing. When you close sales, it goes beyond just trying to sell. It is a relationship that can either make or mar your business. And I'm sure you want the relationship to make your business. Quality product can get you customers, but good customer relationship will keep those customers you've made. Get this right. You can have the best product and services, but if you do not have a good interpersonal relationship with your clients, with your customers, you would lose them to someone who has a product that is not of high quality as your own, but has a good interpersonal relationship. So you need to build that relationship. Learn to build relationship. Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma. It doesn't cost you anything. Be polite. Address people the way you would want to be addressed. So moving forward, Mark Hunter once said that you do not close a sale, you begin a relationship. This statement is value loaded. If you think it's just about sales, that means you just want to sell once. When you try to build a relationship, once the person eventually buys, you go over again and be like, how is the product you got from us? If there is anything, please let me know. You call to check on the person. If your product is giving them the desired result, that is building relationship. So let me share my own personal experience with you. Very recently, I needed to change my laptop and I was looking for a very good, fairly used laptop at a good price. You can imagine a very good, fairly used laptop at a good price. One of my colleagues who works in a telecom company, just introduced me to the guy who comes around to service their computer in his office. Long story cut short, we agreed on price, but I was scared. Being a second-hand laptop now, packaging and everything, I was scared that battery might not be good. And in this country, if you want to work remotely, like the kind of thing I'm doing, definitely you need good laptop with good battery. So my fear was that the battery might not be good. The guy saw that I wanted to buy the laptop, but I was having some objections. I was having some doubts. Then he made me an offer I could not resist. The guy agreed that I pay 75% of the price agreed upfront. He issued me a receipt, allowed me to go use the laptop for a month. And if there be any complaints within the month, I should come back with the laptop and he would fix it. Like, I was like, wow. We already agreed on the price, but my fear was the battery. It was like confident that I can go with a laptop. I should pay 75% of the money. He issued me a receipt and told me again that if anything happens within that month, I should come back, he will fix it for me. I could not say no to that offer because the seller took most of the risk away from me and made me feel like I had the advantage. Believe me, the guy has made certain amount of money from the fact that I took the laptop and paid 75%. Within me, I was just so happy, excited. I do not want to miss the opportunity. So just learn these things. Issued me a receipt, 75%. The guy issued me a receipt, 75% payment, allowed me to go with the laptop. So automatically, he was carrying much of the load, the heavy load that I was cared about. He was confident that the battery would work. He went as far as telling me that if I have complaints about the battery within that month, I should come back, he would replace it. Like, that was an offer I could not turn down. He realized I wanted to buy the laptop. He saw in me the willingness to commit, but he knows I was scared because of the battery, and he took the risk. So when you're trying to make an offer, when you're trying to close a sale, always ensure that to a large extent, maybe you could be like, if you use this, my footwear within 4 months, and if there is any complaint, bring it back, I'll fix it for you, or I will replace it. Those are irresistible offer. You've heard something like, buy a slippers is priced at 10,000, buy two get one free, buy two for 18,000. So automatically the person is giving you like 12,000 for, you are paying 18,000 for three slippers, of which the person has gotten value already. The seller has gotten a reasonable amount of profit. So lesson learned from my experience: quality. The laptop seller was confident in the quality of the laptop, so much that he could allow me go away with it for a month without full payment. It is only something you are confident about, that okay, this thing will not fuck up, this thing will not misbehave. I trust this product. That is why I can give you, okay, go and use it. If it doesn't work fine, come back, I would fix it for you. Like, he was so confident. So it was because he had a quality product that he could be so confident in the negotiating process. It was because he had a quality product, that was why he could confidently tell me, okay, go and use it for a month. If it was something he was not confident about, possibly he could have been like, okay, by all means he wants to sell. Do you understand? By all means he wants to sell, and be like, once you take it away, it's your luck, since it's a second-hand laptop. Do you understand? So the second lesson I learned, or I want us to learn, is relationship. For everywhere you're going to get to, there will be someone speaking for or against you, and that would be down to the experience they've had with you. The laptop guy has a good relationship with my colleague that introduced him to me, and I also have a good relationship with my colleague, because if anything goes wrong, that my colleague is the middleman. If the laptop stops working and I get to the guy and the guy is acting funny, I'll go to the middleman. And if I do not pay on time as agreed, the laptop seller will go to the middleman. Do you understand? So the relationship both parties had with the intermediary was so good that it could actually be like, okay, go and get this laptop from this person. Okay, you can give this person, let him go away with the laptop. I know he would not go away with your money. The laptop seller could release the laptop to me for a month with just 75% payment, because he believes if anything goes wrong, my colleague will be able to produce me. That's the truth. It doesn't know me from anywhere. The first time I entered his store was the first time I was seeing him. So what if I went away with his laptop? What if anything goes wrong? So the relationship we build is very, very important if you want to scale. Irresistible offer. The laptop guy made me an offer that took my fear away. Like, go and use it for a month. If anything goes wrong within that month, at least if you get to use it for a month, you can tell, okay, if the battery is good or not, I would fix it. That was too juicy for me to turn down. The first time I walked into his store, I said it was the first time I was seeing him. Without completing the payment, in this part of the world presently now, with everything going on, he issued me a receipt. Automatically, since I had the receipt, I could decide not to pay him. He added scarcity and urgency to the offer. He told me a guy had deposited some money, but not as much as mine, and he had told the guy that if he gets a serious buyer, he would sell. That alone made me feel like I needed to act fast so that I do not lose out on the deal. So practically, he was telling me that if I deposit certain amount of money, and if the money is not enough, if a better buyer comes around, he's going to sell. So I felt the need, okay, this is just the laptop that I like and meets the requirement of everything that I wanted. So in order not to lose it, he added scarcity to it. There were other laptops in his store, but since I chose this, it was portable, durable, could do what I want. So it was so easy for me to be like, okay, I don't want to miss out on this offer. So let me make a very quick illustration. Have you ever bought something maybe for your sister, brother, mom, father, or husband, wife? When they unwrapped the gift, they loved and appreciate you. And after appreciating you, they just went, how much did you get this gown or shirt? And the moment you told them the price, and they were like, you have been swindled. What's a buy in Yoruba? That's what's a buy. This product that you go for 10,000, my friend got it for 4,000. Like, that would eat so hard. That would be so hard for you to take. Immediately hear such statements, you'll be down and possibly feel some anger towards the seller. Like, you'll be so furious, like, so eventually this guy swindled me. This guy swindled me and went away with my money. This same product, you got it for 3,000 and I paid 10,000. So that means I paid 7,000 naira extra. Like, that could be frustrating, and nobody wants to feel that way. Nobody wants to feel that way. And on the other hand, imagine you bought a gift item for someone and the person appreciates it, then goes, how much did you get it? You told the person the price and he or she was like, are you kidding me? You mean you got this quality gown or shirt at this price? At that price, it is a steal. You have to take me there. Like, the joy will be inside of you, like, wow, that means I know how to negotiate. That means I know how to strike a deal. That right there is the feeling that every buyer or customer wants to feel when they buy from you. Nobody wants to feel like when they get home. You know, we are social beings and we like to interact with people. To some extent, what people say concerning certain things in our lives matters to us. Are you sure this phone is a good quality phone? Are you sure this bag would last? We tend to ask questions about things that we acquire newly. Are you sure that this car is not going to give me any issues? You don't get to specialists, people who specialize in that area. And you be like, the moment I got the laptop, I was trying to interact with one of my friends that sells laptop too. And the guy was like, it's not a bad deal for that price. I was like, okay. But if the guy had told me that guy wants to buy, like, I would be so frustrated. So nobody wants to feel like they've been swindled, but everybody wants to feel like when they go into a negotiating process, a sales process, they want to feel like a winner. And that right there is what you want your customers to feel like. So how to create irresistible offer? Clarity. I'm just going to run through. You must be clear about your offer. Let your offer be so clear. Speak simple and plain language that your customer would understand. Take away the risk. Like the computer guy did. He took away the risk. He was carrying, okay, he gave me the laptop. What if I go back and tell him that something had happened to the laptop? But since he told me he was going to fix it, automatically he's bounded by his words. Do you understand? So take away the risk as much as possible from your potential customer. Offer good discount. You've seen 70% off, 50% off, 80% off. Let me be realistic with you. People would give discount, not that they are stupid. Giving discount does not mean they are going to run at a loss. Maybe they had sold large quantity of that product and they just want to push the rest out. Even at that discount, they are still making profit. So understand the cost of your product. Understand how you can give good discount. Offer bonuses. Okay, buy a laptop, get an AirPod, get a power bank, buy a phone, get an AirPod, get a power bank. You can imagine, okay, I'm buying a phone and somebody is adding an AirPod with it, adding a power, and somebody is adding power bank, adding earpiece, like different things that would make you say, I'm getting this phone. The next one is scarcity. Always ensure that you put scarcity. Okay, if you have a product that you sell, you can be like, this product is available on a discount price and we have just 10 pieces of this product, and as long as the product is of high quality, people would run to get it. But if you feel like, okay, if you do not make them feel the need for it, the need to buy it immediately, then automatically they'll feel like anytime I need it. That is why you hear people say, okay, this discount is just for 3 days. That is scarcity. That, okay, if a product is priced, we have Black Fridays that all these online stores do. A product of 120,000 is sold for 60,000 for just 3 days or 2 days. I know of people who will be saving already towards those periods because the hike in price is so frustrating right now. So maybe a TV that is sold for 120 on a nonce now goes for 60,000 and it's just for 3 days. People would run to get it because they've included scarcity. That after the third day, the price goes back to 120. You'll be like, wow. Then even if I need to borrow the money, as long as it is something I need, I would borrow. The last one is social proof. We are social beings. As long as you're selling on WhatsApp and possibly you're selling to somebody who does not know you before, it is your social proof, the testimony of others that will convince them about your product. So you post it as much as possible. You use the social proof. What are other people saying about your product? What are they saying about the services? What satisfaction? So in order to do this, once you sell to somebody, you have to do a follow-up. Ask for reviews. Check the reviews and post them. It's your space on WhatsApp, so you can use the social proof as much as you can. It helps to breed confidence because people don't know you, but it is the confidence you project that would work for you. I believe if you can tailor all these things, pick out, get a jotter and a pen, take down notes and work towards these things, you'll be able to close more sales than you've ever closed on WhatsApp, because WhatsApp is a personal feed, gives you that personal interaction with people. So your ability to convince them, because mind you, are not the only person selling what you're selling. I believe this would help you greatly in closing more sales. See you in the next episode of the course.